Hey y'all, I'm Tammy, and this is Collard Valley Cooks. Today I am making a Georgia peaches and cream cake. It's going to be so delicious, and I bet you've never had one. Let's get started. So you're going to have a white cake mix. This one is a Pillsbury with 15.25 ounces in it. Usually some of the whites do have more batter in them if you just look at the ounces, and some of them do, some of them don't. We're going to use a peach jello that's 3 ounces. I'm going to be using 3/4 cup of oil. We're going to be using 4 large eggs, and they need to be room temperature. We'll be using one 5.25 ounce can of sliced peaches in syrup. All right, I'm going to show you what I want you to do with the can of peaches. So we're going to open a can of peaches, and they need to be in heavy syrup. They need to be sweet in syrup. We are going to open these, and I'm going to show you how to use your peaches in your cake batter and in your icing. We're going to open them, and we're going to drain them. And then you're going to place the peaches in a chopper. And if you don't have a chopper, you can just chop them up by hand. And you're going to chop your peaches. They should look like that when you're done. Now, when you make your cake batter, you're going to be adding a 1/3 cup of these peaches to your cake batter. So that's how much that'll go in the cake batter. And then the rest of the peaches are going to go in the icing. But before you can use these in the icing, you have to strain them really well. So pour them in there and take a spatula. And you can do this before you make your cake if you want to, and that way you can use this juice and puree in your cake batter as well, because it would be better just than the plain syrup that we got out of the peaches. And I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. So you're going to strain this, and you're going to sit here and strain this for a couple of minutes. It's not going to be, a fast task. So if you don't have a strainer, before you make this cake, you really need to get you one. You can get them at the dollar store, at Walmart, or through my Amazon link on the website. All right, and you'll use them all the time if you get them. Now there's our pureed peaches that will go in the icing, and you'll see me do that in a few minutes. And then you can see down in the bottom that nice puree and juice down at the bottom. I would use this in the cake batter. And you need a 1/2 cup of juice. So just use this and fill it up with the remaining syrup, and that'll be your 1/2 cup of liquid that goes in the actual batter. All righty. I usually start with my liquid ingredients when I do anything with a cake mix, so that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to add my oil, 1/2 cup of peach juice. You're going to be adding a 1/3 cup of these peaches to your cake batter. So that's a 1/3 cup. And now we have 4 eggs. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm having to just about fight the chickens to get their eggs. They're all wanting to lay on their eggs and have babies right now. And they are not happy when you take their eggs. All right, this is our Jell-O. I'm going to add it. It is peach flavored gelatin, and it is sweetened as well. You can use the sugar-free if you want to. And now we're going to mix up all those liquid ingredients. Then we're going to add our cake mix. I've got one yolk that's not wanting to bust. I finally got it. Our cake batter. So you're going to mix this a couple of minutes, and then we're just going to get it in the pan and bake it. It's simple. It comes together pretty quick. We're using a sheet pan, and we're going to make this easy today. We're just going to ice it right in the sheet pan. I want to make sure and spray it good. All right, let's get this in the pan and get it in the oven. Spread it out pretty even. The thicker the batter, the least likely it's going to spread out on you. So it doesn't hurt to do that. Get it flat in the pan. I am a Georgia peach, and we love our peaches here in Georgia. And I thought, why not make a peach cake? I don't think I've ever had one. So I'm doing a first today for me, and I hope you try it as well. Now we're going to let this bake at 350 degrees until it starts coming away from the sides of the pan and the toothpick comes out clean, okay? Hopefully in about 40 minutes. We'll see you then. Now I know some of you are going to ask me, can we use fresh peaches? Yes, you can. If you use fresh peaches, you need to cut them up, at least about 2 cups of them. Cut them up, add some sugar to them, microwave them for a couple of minutes, pour them out on something and let them cool, just like you would a strawberry filling, and then you can add them in your cake. But when you put them in the icing, you have to make sure that they're not runny or your icing will be a mess and runny. So you have to strain the peaches to do icing with. Okay, I made a peach icing with preserves and I didn't like it. So now I'm going to do a completely different icing. Use 4 ounces of cream cheese, a half stick of butter, which is a 1/4 cup of butter. Now here's our cream cheese and our butter. All right, we're going to mix this together good. Let it get creamy. Obvious my cream cheese was softer than my butter, but that's all right because when we add the powdered sugar, it'll cream it up. Now we're going to be using 2 cups of powdered sugar. So we're going to start with a cup, get it really mixed up good, then add the other cup, then the peaches. This is a cup of powdered sugar. Now we're going to add these to our icing and add our another cup of powdered sugar. And I'm hoping that will be good enough. And if it's not, I'll I'll go from there because, like I said, I'm making this on the fly. So we're going to mix it up. But it tastes good. We're going to put a dash of salt in it, and it's pretty runny. Dash of salt. Don't forget the dash of salt because it makes it taste really good. And I'm going to put in another half cup of powdered sugar. And I may just tell you to refrigerate this cake. And that way, the icing will be a little cooler and more set up. And remember, when butter and cream cheese gets cold, it's going to thicken a little bit. So this icing will get a little thicker when it sits in the refrigerator. It might be a little runny, but I'm going to tell you it's delicious. And you're going to love it. Absolutely love it. And we're going to refrigerate this cake, and that way the icing, that butter and that cream cheese will come back to more of a hardening consistency, and the icing will look and appear thicker when you slice into it, okay? We're waiting on our cake now. I'm going to go put this in the refrigerator now and let it start cooling before I even use it. All right, it's time to get this out of the oven. It is ready. You can see that it has come away from the edge of the pan a little, and it springs back in the middle when you touch it. So I know a toothpick is going to come out clean. So of course you're going to let your cake cool completely, preferably chilled, before you ice it, okay? So I'm going to let this sit out for about an hour, then I'm going to slide it in my deep freezer, and then I'll ice it for you guys. It's time to ice this peaches and cream cake. We're going to call it the Georgia Peaches and Cream Cake. All right, here's our icing. And it smells so good. Smells real good. So I figure since it's got cream cheese in it, we can call it a peaches and cream cake. Well, the icing's got cream cheese. Looks good. Let me taste it. Yum. That's going to be delicious. Let's cut us a piece, y'all. Yummy. That's good. Look, it looks moist. That is plum delicious. Absolutely delicious. I hope you've enjoyed watching our peaches and cream cake today. It's that time of year. Peaches are back in season, but just about everybody has a can of peaches. So just buy you some peach jello and a cake mix and make this cake, y'all. Y'all be glad you did. Y'all come back and see us, and we thank you so much for watching Collard Valley Cooks, where we cook like our mamas did. Bye, y'all. Love ya.